Hello everyone! For this video, before we actually continue, let's talk about our shop. There is a pre-order for the normal B-191 Overdrive Special Starter set, as well as, of course, the all-in-one set. There is also a pre-order for a deal where if you pre-order, you can get a free B00 Rare Bay. You get to see the specific deals and see what we offer. But I do appreciate the support regardless if you're able to check out our shop or even just like the videos and comment. Yeah, there's also deals for the base separately. Again, it is an optional way to support the channel, so please check out the link in the description for our shop. I'm going to be breaking down all the stuff. What are my thoughts? What do I think? What do I like? What do I don't like? Yada, yada, yada. Alright, this release is on October 9th, 2021. So this set has a lot. They should have called this one the all-in-one set because, oh boy, there's a lot of gimmicks on one bay. Even the launcher is different, which is crazy. I just expect the launcher just to be a normal recolor. Goddamn, they did a lot. So let's go over Dangerous Belial. Now, I was talking to a friend, and I'm pretty sure I heard it too, but I'm pretty sure they imply that there's like whatever can only be used with the overdrive system or something along those lines, which, you know, I am pretty confident in saying that there is a very good chance we are going to get more releases for the overdrive system. I'm at least expecting, I think realistically they'll probably do 3, which was counting Dangerous Belial, or they just do one more, I guess. I don't know. It's really going to be a thing that's going to be wait and see. They give it a side profile shot, and it looks pretty cool. Now they of course show off the 2 armor, which is just a boring recolor. They show off the blade, which does feature rubber. So this shape is very nice, looks very nice indeed. And I really am excited for this, mostly because, you know, attack types really need something right now in Dynamite Battle, and I feel like this one's gonna really take it. So yeah, it just has rubber on the thing, offensive smacking hits. They go over the Dangerous Belial 2 core. So when you hard launch, there is a burst stopper. This is very similar to the Chizetsu Awakening we previously saw. You basically just hard launch it, and that little stopper thing comes out. Which is like, cool. So, just show that part, right? Yeah, it just shows them moving the driver. Now the driver is kind of nutty. Hold on. Well, the driver is, I don't even know if I have it. Dude, they just slap you with like 50 bits of information. I don't even know if I have it. There it is. The driver has palm. What? Oh, and not only that, get this. Not only does it have palm, but it also has free spin. And there is also the bound, the spring gimmick that's inside of the driver, which operates the same way that the Valkyrie core does. That's a lot. That's a lot of gimmicks for one thing. So they basically show off the driver and they show off the part. Now basically, when you get this thing hard launched, I believe when you get it hard launched, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the driver is normal, and then I'm pretty sure when you hard launch it, it just goes, okay, whatever. When the driver's gimmick happens, it goes from that to flat. And they show off, this is the crazy part actually. The driver has a low and a high mode. Yeah. What? What? I did not expect that. That's actually kind of sick. So, not only does, this is so crazy. So not only does the Dangerous Belial have a low and a high mode, but so does the driver. So there is a low center of gravity and a high center of gravity. And that's easy. And they show it normal, and then afterwards up. So that's kind of cool. So that's gonna really, I love that. That's awesome. Dude, that's sick. Then after, what else did they show? Oh, they showed it with all the completed gears. Yeah, it's compatible with all the gears, so if you're one of those people that were gonna get upset that, oh, I got all the gears, oh no, now it's for nothing. Nope, it's not for nothing. Now you put it on Dangerous. So, woo, that's gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting. I like to say that word a lot because I'm speechless for the most part on this stuff. They even show off the S gear. Dude, Can someone count the combinations? Because there's low and high mode on the driver. There's low and high mode on the layer. With it, like, oh my god, there's so many combinations you can do with the gears and everything. Then after they show, obviously the best bait in this whole set. This is not my bias of Cho-Z kicking in. Prominence Phoenix. So they show off Metal Universe. I'm not excited for it. Honestly, like, maybe if they design the chip like how they did Longinus, because even though Longinus, the metal driver doesn't give a good burst resistance, they might do that little blocky design for it, and maybe they'll design cores specifically with metal drivers in mind. Maybe. I still don't think there's any point to be using it from a competitive standpoint, like weight's not everything. So they show off the other side of Phoenix, and dude, Phoenix is thick. Look at that. It's a thick boy. It's... Can you imagine just like trying to slap off that armor? It's probably... Oh man, this is so cool. Now, what's really interesting is the shape without the armor. Obviously, it's going to be thin. I'm not... That's expected. But... the shape of it reminds me a lot of Dronzer V... No, obviously not like 100%, but kind of like the general shape reminds me of like the Earth Fusion Wheel or Dronzer V2. I expected it just to kind of be almost fully round, but you know, I guess that makes sense. Now, there is 2 modes to the Phoenix. Now, depending on the orientation of the armor, you either have it normal, where the armor comes off easy, or you have it in like the heavy or whatever, the hard lock mode, whatever they call it, heavy mode. And in that mode, it's a lot harder to knock off the armor. But I think Phoenix is something I'm very, very excited for combinations for. Phoenix has been my favorite one, and I was always thinking, you know, especially when Phi was in the Sparking manga as a blading legend, like, dude, eventually they got to evolve Phoenix, and it looks like they did. I love it. I think it's an amazing job with what they did with it. Now, as far as Perseus goes, now there is the Perseus core. Now, the Perseus core, I have already done a review of Dynamite's Perseus. The Perseus core, stamina-wise, is kind of whatever. Like, even compared to normal cores, like, you would think it would be really crazy, but it's just okay. Really, the Perseus core is best for attack combinations. That is why it is paired up with Savior. So with the Savior Blade, since now we have had some time for Savior to be in the meta and develop, I can say without a doubt that Awaken It. Listen, those gold bits, they gotta go. They gotta go. As nice as it looks on there, like, there's no point to have it. It has worse... Listen, I prefer it overall without, like, just have it awaken. So now we have bearing dash, in air quotes. So, just normal spring. Like, it's... Okay, what I mean by this... Okay, so people don't get confused. So what do you mean? So they didn't do anything? No. Okay. So if you know, the original bearing driver had a weak spring. Okay? So the bearing dash, it has an orange cap on it. The driver just has like a regular spring. So before you think, oh, this is gonna be so broken, the meta's gonna go woo. Listen, maybe if this was like a few years ago, I could maybe see the argument, but typically the bays don't, like, with what bearing is up against, it's not really gonna be an issue. Like, let's just say that, maybe it'll be harder to burst. Like, either way, for the most part, to counter bearing stuff, like, Guilty and Savior can do a decent job of doing that, so nothing really changes. The same with Metal Drift, like, you gotta consider what they're, like, nothing really changes. They show it off, and the launcher is even crazy too. So the launcher, there's a bearing on the launcher. Now, unfortunately, my mind's operating at a very low speed right now. So to anyone who can explain how crazy this is, please do so. All I know is that it's just way more effective, and the string is hella long. Let me get the screenshot. It is way longer than the original one. Like, it's actually so bad that my screenshot of it is cut off, but it's just like slightly longer, just by like a little bit. But you basically got a way better launcher than the original Power One from Savior. There's so much good to this set. It's fantastic. So my overall thoughts is that this set is 200% a must-buy. You are definitely getting meta stuff in this. This set is like, I cannot wait to see when this comes out, what combinations, what changes, and it's a lot to process, but honestly, I love what TT's doing with Dynamite Battle.